Guys, welcome back, guys. I just think we can't help ourselves. The United States, the weapons mindset of our government, the military industrial complex, the blackmail of our government officials, including President Donald Trump, can't help themselves. Blood needs to be shed, need to spill throughout the streets. They don't care if the enemy, civilian casualties. We can't help ourselves. We can't have a real peacefire. When Israel bombing Lebanon and killing people in Gaza and Lebanon to our own government. Now we're going back and forth with Iran, firing missiles in Iran. Iran is firing back in the Middle East. It just won't stop. When will we ever see peace? Who are the real terrorists? I'm former military. I'm former Navy. I love my country. But in the day, the people running my country are the real terrorists. Not my brothers and sisters in uniform. Our government officials who allowed themselves to be blackmailed by money, greed, or doing some wrongful things to kids. I don't know, allegedly. But at the same time, my brothers and sisters in uniform are not the wrong ones doing are the enemy. Our government officials who are delaying the order. I wish my brothers and sisters would stop following these unlawful orders that can lead us to a greater war, but they can't help themselves. We can't help ourselves, guys. And it pisses me off more and more every day that we're going back and forth now with Iran, striking Iran back and forth. Can't help ourselves. Iran struck another oil take in the Strait of Hormuz today. They're closing the Strait of Hormuz again. And now Iran say, why negotiate with terrorists? If I'm Iran, I don't know why they're even still trying to meet the United States at the table. The Iranian government is also corrupt as well. And I think the people don't want nothing to do with Israel or the United States. Especially, you can't negotiate peace with people who believe evil. The ceasefire was always fake. I already told you I got upset. The ceasefire was always a game just so we can reload, reposture our men and women, reload our weaponry, and restock our oil refineries. That was it. War is here. They can't. They can't just back down. I'm saying like this: Trump can't do worse than what Obama did with the JCPOA, the peace deal that Obama administration had in 2015 with Iran. Trump can't do worse, and it's just still the proposed deal that's on the table is 100 times worse than what Obama did. I'm not championing Obama at all. He's a piece of shit. But that deal he had, Trump and his and the people that paid his campaign, the lobby group, gotta have something better. They gotta have full-on war on Iran, or they gotta have a puppet in it to take over Iran, which none is gonna happen. We don't have the manpower to go in Iran, to be boots on the ground to fuck with Iran. Those Persians been in there for 5,000 years, never been conquered for a reason. Or they got to find a way to take over, topple the government, and put a puppet in there, which that won't happen either. So at the end of the day, they're going to have to go nuclear or go some crazy option here to even try to get anything. Like I said, this is Donald Trump today. He basically said, Ron will take the deal on the act right. He's going to take them off the map again. He keeps saying this. This is our president saying this shit, man. The United States aircraft just struck Iranian missiles and drone storage location and coastal radar sites for violating the ceasefire agreement again. It's very possible that they will never learn. They may come a point when we no longer able to reasonable and will be forced to military complete the job that we very successful started. If that happened, the Israel Republic of Iran will no longer exist. Now, how many times have Trump said they have no government, they have no leadership, they have no navy, they have no air force. Everything is total win. He's said that a million times since the start of this war. So if they don't have no leadership, no military, no navy, no air force, their weaponry is gone. Why are we still wasting billions of dollars and still messing around with Iran? Because it's all a lie. And like I said, if I'm in Iran, I would tell them, nah, no more negotiation. You need to get that nuclear bomb by hook or crook, and you just fire away at everything in the Middle East. Take Israel off the map, destroy whatever left of the allies in the Gulf, and just go scorch earth on everything. End of the day, that's it. And like I said, we can't, and no reason, we can't bomb our way into victory in Iran. No way. The mountain, they boys are deep in the mountain. You have to put boots on the ground. And that's the force to do that. The way they destroyed all the Gulf Coast country, we can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore because the jackass, we let them destroy all our president in the Middle East. For 50, 60, 60 years plus of gathering our troops, the military in the Middle East gone because of one administration wiped out every trust of the allies in the Middle East and our military bases in the Middle East because they can't help themselves but to go to war. The military industrial complex needs war. And the only way they're going to even try that, the next thing is going to be a nuke. They're gonna have to try to nuke Iran a couple times, or Israel gonna do it. And that's even then, that's not gonna be victory. That's gonna draw the countries in to be like, oh no, y'all went way too far. And now Russia is still bombing Quebec and Ukraine as well. Deep in that clusterfuck. At the end of the day, Israel striking back. Erica said it's going back and forth. Israel is handling their business going back and forth, but we're striking Iran. They're striking back to our Middle East allies. And when will it stop? Why are we allowing these people to do this? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's because everybody is going to bet that both the agreement in Lebanon and the agreement in the Persian Gulf with Iran both are not going to be working. And I think if oil prices do go up, and remember, 4th of July is next week, America will be celebrating its 250th birthday with gasoline prices rising. I think that might force President Trump to continue to negotiate, hoping that some agreement can be reached. But you're right, the agreements are very, very fragile, and this tit for tat could get out of hand. There could be a June 1914 explosion that took place in Sarajevo with an assassination, in this case, some kind of incident. And while not sparking a world war, it could spark a regional war. The situation is grim, but my guess is that if oil prices go up, as I suspect they will, that will be a moderating influence. And I think the United States will consider that rising oil prices are not good and will probably continue the negotiations. But right now, who knows?
The crazy to the fact that the only reason Iran didn't end there because Israel keep bombing Lebanon. They're slow. They don't want to remove their troops out of Lebanon. We can't tell Israel to get the hell out and stop bombing Lebanon, which is part of the ceasefire. Stop bombing and doing shit in Gaza Strip. The West Bank, Israel don't listen to nobody because they got the money and blackmail. They can do whatever they want to. That is bull-ish. We gotta stop this shit, man. This is the Whiskey Taker podcast, man. I'm done with the bullshit. The point that Eric, the Israeli military forces are rolling to Baghdad to secure government quarters. The Green Zone tonight, it was very heavy armed. The region is going to burn again. Middle East is going. Why are we still effing with the Middle East again? I know God and I know civilizations every day basically started in the Middle East. It's going to basically end. The world's going to end through the Middle East. It got started in the Middle East. The world of civilization, we know it's going to end through the Middle East. No matter what, the Middle East is the starting point and the end point of all mankind. And like I said, these people believe in the Messiah temples, whatever, whatever you want to believe. These people believe if it started in the Middle East, it's going to end in the Middle East, one way or another. They can't help themselves. They never will. They don't care how much money they have to burn. They don't care how many people they have to sacrifice, how many soldiers or civilians or kids. They don't care. And I want Americans to start waking up. We need to get control of our entire government. Because it's all of them. They're all paid for by the military industrial complex for war. You see the Democrats are crying for it. Maybe how many Democrats would really say, hey, we get back to the house. We need to teach this for this war got to stop. How many of them saying this war got to stop in the Middle East and Iran? Not many, if any at all. No socialists, commie, Democrats don't care. Republicans are paid for it. They're quiet as can be as well. Only ones speaking out is Thomas Massey and the very few libertarians are not enough to make a difference. But Trump and his cronies and most of the government, they're going to do what's told. They're going to do what's ever told. Like I said, this is crazy, man. Hey, stock market, man. Like I said, man, the Middle East is going to be burned, dog. And it pisses me off that we didn't even let these people do to us at this point to get this far into this. So the war is going to push forward. So gas prices, it's like the 4th of July next Saturday, guys, or next weekend, guys. America's 250th birthday, guys. Yeah, be safe, because I believe real fireworks are going to start. Attack or something crazy going to go down. And like I said, man, in the situation, as summed up
government, Hezbollah, who's right, who's wrong, pretty fucking easy. We all know what's going on here. Israel is trying to create something called Greater Israel, which means they have to take over Palestine, most of Lebanon, most of Syria, parts of Jordan, parts of Iraq, etc. All the places they just happen coincidentally to be taking over for the last decade, while simultaneously telling us it has nothing to do with Greater Israel, while at the same time doing speeches to their own people telling them how it is about Greater Israel, the standard Israeli tactic of just constantly lying to everybody unless you're one of those people that live there. Anyway, so what's really going on with Lebanon and why is it this crazy stalemate and what the hell is the whole Hezbollah
And the
situation?
Lebanon government
It's
is
actually
is
pretty
all
fucking
A-okay with
simple. And
Israel
it's
doing whatever.
actually even more disgusting than you can imagine and hard to believe, even when hearing it from me. So here we go. Lebanon got invaded by Israel in the 80s. The Lebanese military sucks dick, so they couldn't beat Israel. Israel thought they were going to have a cakewalk, do exactly the same thing they did to Palestine, create a Gaza situation, which is they are trying to do right now. Genocide expanded. So Hezbollah popped up out of necessity. Hezbollah did not exist until Israel had already invaded Lebanon and was
Hmm.
actively trying to take.
Exactly. They make Hezbollah, all these, oh, they're terrorist group. No, they're not terrorist groups. They're resistance fighters against the fucking evil Israeli government. See how the media make it seem like, oh, Hezbollah, all they terrorists, they just want to kill Jewish and they just want to destroy Israel. Shit. No, 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 no. Israel has been bombing and killing these people in this region for decades. Hezbollah is a resistance group to protect the innocent men and women and to children there, because the Lebanon, the governments there are all corrupt and paid for. So the freedom fighters, Hezbollah are actually freedom fighters trying to protect their land and people. All the media make them look, oh, they're terrorists, they're terrorists, they just want to kill, they just want to destroy Israel. Of course, the media is paid for puppets. Can't trust mainstream media because they all are paid for it. They are paid for it. All the media, The View, CNN, Fox News, they are paid propaganda to fill you with their lie and BS to get you to agree on everything they do is so great. We're the bad good guys. Or we're trying to do the right thing. No, we're the bad guy. Israel's the bad guy, and we are backing them. So we ain't no better than them. We're backing them. We're paying for it. We're giving them our weapons and shit. We are no better than Israel. Israel is pure evil. And you know why? Anyone that said they're God chosen people are not God chosen people. If I have to say I'm the king, I gotta keep screaming I'm the king, like they gotta keep screaming, oh, we're God chosen people. You're not God chosen people. If I have to keep saying I'm the king, I'm not a king. These people are the synagogue of Satan himself. Even Jesus told you that. They look at Jesus or anything Christian, they can't stand it for a reason. They know the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to have belief. They don't want you to have any faith and belief in what's going on. That's why they've been bombing, destroying anything Christian of any historic sites in the Middle East for a reason, bombing, killing any churches, any temple. They've been this bombing, destroying any Christian site all through Lebanon, Gaza. They've been destroying them all. You won't hear about that in the Fox News or CNN or CBS. You know why? They own them all. That's why the boomers say we must protect Israel. Anybody that curse Israel will be cursed. That's why the boomers are so brainwashed. What 90% of the boomers still alive, so much love in the WW Israel and anything Israeli we have to do and whatever they need, we got to give them. Because when you only grew up with three networks, no internet, that brainwashing was effective like it is effective. When you only had three networks of TV, no much cable, no internet much, and a newspaper that fed you slop after slop, and you had no internet or no way to really know what's really going on around the world, whatever the slop they gave you, oh, baby boomers got, oh man, the perfect brainwash came through the baby boomers. That's why they are keeping the baby boomers alive as long as possible. That's why the baby boomers are what, 60, 70, 80, 90, still pushing, still in government, still voting, still doing all this shit. They keep them drugged up and keep them alive as long as possible. And until they go off and get out of the way, this country will never be the same. I'm just telling you, you
Take
believe it.
over
Look up.
Lebanon. So an existential threat created an internal resistance. What a surprise.
Oh.
And now all of a sudden it's framed that Hezbollah are the aggressors and Israel are the
Mm-hmm.
defenders. Israel was the ones invading.
Thank you.
Hezbollah didn't exist. And now they use Hezbollah as the excuse
The
for them
bad guys
needing
go
to
in and do
invade,
shit. Mm-hmm.
occupy, and steal
Yep.
territory from Lebanon. And how did Israel get into Lebanon and was able to do this? Very simple. The Lebanese government. Who is the Lebanese government? This piece of shit is literally installed by the United States, funded by the
Puppet.
United States. The Lebanese military is funded by the United States.
Puppets.
The United States also provides Lebanon other aid. Why? To have complete control over the government and the military. Why? Because the US is always aiding Israel.
Yep.
What is the condition for the money for the United States to give to Lebanon, for the government, the military, and everything else? You know what the condition is? The condition is the Lebanese military is not allowed to fire a shot against the Israeli military. So the whole government and the whole military of Lebanon is not allowed to
do
fight the invading
anything.
and
Zero.
occupying army that is literally blowing up their houses, killing their people, taking their land, and then occupying that territory. They're not allowed to do anything about it,
Nope.
or they lose their funding.
Yep. You see the game they play? That's why they say money is the root of all evil. Oh boy, money is the root of all effing evil, baby. We're gonna talk about that as well. Let me see if I had a video. Cause these people and the people in Lebanon had enough. They'll start to protest and rise up against the people there, against the government in Lebanon, because they signed a treaty and a ceasefire with Israel, the Lebanon government with Israel, but Israel still bombing away. The people, let's see if I can pull that up. Let me see. And the people in Lebanon had enough of the Lebanon government leaving them out to dry, signing deals with Israel, and said why they getting bombed away and shit. Like I said, why they don't want, and the Lebanon government don't want to fight back or want to do nothing. And I don't blame the people of any country of any of these shit. And said to fight back we need to fight back here. Our government let us off the dry. Why do we allow our government to fund away, use away, shit like that? People are done. Yeah, they got an Israeli government are firing on their people, and people don't have enough. I mean, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so much shit going on. So much shit going on in the world, and yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a lot of this shit on that video. The Lebanon government has had enough. The people everywhere. We all should have enough of the bullshit. We should have questions about everything. We shouldn't just let our government or anybody just go away, send our money away. Like I said, this is the Greater Israel Project. This is Jerusalem, this is Israel, this is Lebanon, Syria, Turkey, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia. They want this all, guys. This is why they have to take out Iran. You know, Iran is the last white whale that won't allow them, and Turkey as well. Once they're done Iran, Turkey's next. Turkey is next. And Turkey, as we know, is a nuclear country and in the NATO. It's in NATO. Turkey is in NATO. And Turkey is the next country on the list once they're done with Iran. Listen up, guys. These people don't care. They're going to do whatever they want to get what they need. And they're going to hear this. The Lebanon riots. This was yesterday, last night. Lebanon people are done. Lebanon government are trying to attack and go after their own people and shit. But the Lebanon people say, hey, we're done with the bullshit. Our government's on the way to Israel, sign away, base our death warrant over to Israel, who's bombing us away. I think you're supposed to protect us. But you'll let these people come in and invade and take our lands and take our country and bomb and do it whatever they want to. And you basically can't fire a shot. You're just gonna sign our death warrant and sign our country over away to these evil people. Fuck off. I'd rather die in the street fighting than be a little coward with my hands up, on my knees begging. Fuck that shit. I tell anybody, man, it gets to a point, hey, man, I'm down to fighting. I ain't gonna die on my knees like a coward little bitch. Whatever it takes. We, in America, we need to do the same thing. We're about to die like cowards on our knees, begging. Well, I did everything you told us. Please. I got a family. Nobody hear that shit. We don't come together now if I fight and do what we needed to. It's over, man, for all of us. You people ain't playing with us. You people don't give up. Nobody is coming to save us if we don't come together. That's why they divided us by race, sex, and all this shit. No, we come together and unite. They can never fuck up with us. Iran and Yemen are firing rocket into northern Israel. Yes, take Israel off fucking map. Iran, I don't care. The whole Middle East burn. Iran, if you can destroy Israel for us, you would do mankind a hell of a favor. If you go down so be it. Well, you don't give it a destroy all of Israel. You would do all of us. I would pull out some nigga for you guys. Please do what you need to do. This shit here is crazy. And if the crazy shit here, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that free shit New York, that bullshit. We're gonna talk about some shit. But I want to get to the Haitians. So we're gonna talk about this too, the black people acting niggas acting like niggas out here. Let's get to this. Which one is it? Free rent? No. Which one is it? Brock, so many stories here. Here. Yes, these Haitians acting like they did
the Haitian Bridge Alliance. She says
they are our doctors, caregivers, attorneys, taxi drivers, the immigrants who keep these United States of ours moving.
These people are still doing the doctors, lawyers, and engineers bit. You'd think they would stop after the whole internet lampooned this bullshit. These people are not keeping the economy moving. They contribute less. in taxes
Nothing.
than they take out in
Nothing.
social programs. There are
Nothing.
866,000 active physicians in the United States of America. Roughly 5.3% of them are African American. Of the African American percentage, how many do you think are Haitian
Haitians.
specifically? And how many of those Haitians are or were on temporary protective status? We saw Haitian gang leaders organizing hits, killing 16 different people. We saw Haitian immigrant Robert Joaquin viciously beat a mother to death on camera in Fort Myers in a gas station. We saw the Haitian immigrant Corey Alvarez rape a teenager at an immigrant care facility, and the Haitian immigrant Mackenzie Dabuz stabbed 2 young children and a elderly 77-year-old to death.
Animal.
Representative Pramila Jayapal says she will make sure all immigrants are permanent and have a pathway to citizenship when Democrats win again. These are the people that she wants to protect. She wants more of this to happen.
Yep,
Temporary
chaos.
protective status was never meant to be a lifetime welfare visa for these people to just be here for 20 years and never assimilate. You're flooding communities where these people, again, are not assimilating, where American citizens are crushed by crime or differences in culture and language, housing shortages, and strained hospitals. There are reports indicating that 30% of the rise in housing costs are due to immigration. When you have more people but less supply of housing, what are you going to have? Politicians and public figures will say, these people just want a better life. Yeah, and what about Americans? Do Americans deserve a better life? These people make life worse for everyone else and actively cost you, the taxpayer. Should you have a better life?
Keyword. Do you want a better life, or you want to get some third world country motherfucker come in and they can cut the line, take benefits that most Americans ain't even qualify for. I don't give a damn if you want a better life. I don't give a damn what you want. Get the fuck out my country. You're not doctors. You're not the scientists. You're not engineers. You're fucking dirt forward, sorry ass motherfucking niggers that fucking want to come suck our resources. Fucking parasite. Get the fuck out. And this story here, white people, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna need y'all to be racist again. Better start caring again. These niggas are not playing with you. These niggas have been brainwashed and said you are the enemy. Any chance they get to get you, they gonna get you. I've been warning you. And the white liberals out here that have been championing, oh, love black people, love people of color. They're the main ones getting fucked up. I ain't surprised. Here for you, white liberal, and you thinking, oh, everybody lovey-dovey, you champion the black people, you deserve to come to your ass. When they start shooting and knocking, beating your ass, I don't want to hit the crime. You've been warned. White people, when you ain't armed, ready to defend yourself, and ready to do it this necessary, you will be praised. One of these niggas or a group of these niggas will come fucking your ass up and kill you. I don't think you've been warned. These are the mugshot release of individual who assaulted this lady hit at a Whiskey J nightclub on June 24th. DJ Brown, Londa Murphy voluntarily surrendered to law enforcement. This girl said she was being beaten. The girl was yelling, "Free Camelo," trying to say, "Free Camelo Anthony." He ain't doing no wrong to kill a white man. He's self-defense. He's a brainwash. Look at these. Look at these 3 animals here. 3 animals. I'm going to call it 3 animals here. Did this to the white girl. The white girl didn't think it coming. Didn't see it coming. This is a product of a single mother who raised home. This is a product of propaganda and victimhood their whole entire life. It's not their fault. They're down and out. IQ's low. They got no job. It's a system. Racist against you. It's the white man's fault. Your daddy left you. It ain't your fault. Daddy left mommy. It's not your fault. You can act a fool, act like a nigga. Everybody's supposed to accept it. Not your fault. Your frontal lobe haven't been developed. Not your fault. You can't read and write. Not your fault. They're a good little girl. They're a good girl, good boy. He ain't do no wrong. My baby ain't do no wrong. He ain't do nothing. Animal. And like I said, you white people out there, I need y'all to be racist again. Better start caring. Be a liberal out here if you want to. Thinking all hoopio and we all love it up and kumbaya. You gonna get fucked up. Just get caught out here slipping. All I'm gonna tell you. If somebody can see us carry work, some pepper spray or a knife, you better have something. All I'm gonna tell you, people not playing with you. This one here, Minnesota school board member under fire after saying dogs should urinate on white corpse. Black Lives Matter. Look at this Willa Beast here. She's on the school board. I don't know, guys. Look.
The Independent Rent Guidelines Board just froze the rent. That means if you're one of the more than 2 million New Yorkers who lives in a rent-stabilized apartment, your rent's going to be frozen next year.
Oh, you gotta love communist people. And it's a sad thing that it's so illegal, it's so fucked up that the mayor of New York City, our number one biggest city in the United States, one of our brightest cities in the United States, have fallen this hard off the communists. But the cuts, when you basically took the future away from these kids. And the boomers did that. They drained the future wealth. They kicked the can down the road. They pulled the ladder up. They took all the wealth, all the benefit for themselves. And now they crying, oh, about what? Well, Social Security, Medicaid, who's going to pay for that now? All right, enough jobs, enough people around to afford it moving forward. In the next couple of years, Social Security, Medicare, all that's going to run out. Because the big boomers and all the rhetoric kept kicking the can down the road, yielding wealth from the next generation after them, pull the ladder up. And now these kids are like, there's no jobs. I can't afford a home. I won't be able to start a family. Coming into socialism sounds so wonderful. Even though the track record of these socialist communist programs are all effed up and failed. You will all work, you will all starve, you will have nothing. But what else do these young people and the immigrants else they have? What else can they do? And now they're gonna freeze wet for next year? Anybody think that's a good idea? Oh Lord, I don't. Communists always define labeled a bad idea to try to sell it like the conflict isn't a problem. Yep, they make it sound so good. We're gonna freeze your rent. We're gonna make it sound so great. You're gonna do a wonderful thing. We can't. They won't be able to raise the rent. They won't be able to do this. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and yeah. Anybody still shit that shit? I'm not even gonna say nothing on that. But all I'm gonna say, if you are in New York City or New York State, I'm gonna tell you like I told people in California, get the hell out now. You have a business in New York City, or you are a property owner, you renting, and doing anything in New York City. Cut bait, get the F out now. You gotta take a loss. If I'm renting property in New York City, I'm cutting. I'm selling, get out of Dodge quickly as possible. I got a business or anything in New York City, New York, I'm getting out. I'm getting out ASAP. I got to take losses. Screw that. Screw that. Like I said, because anybody property owner, yeah, you private property and shit. Oh, like I said, when your property taxes go up and all that shit go up, and you can't raise the rent to kind of offset the rising cost of your property taxes and other taxes like that, if your owner and shit, yeah. Good luck. Oh, yeah. Good luck for that shit. Get out now. The lawsuits are already coming in. Rent freeze means as costs go up, landlords can't afford to keep up the building and good shit. Yep, that's another thing, too. Like I said, rent goes up not because your landlord or your owner is an asshole. Rent goes up yearly mostly because of inflation, cost of upkeep, and property tax. Well, when people that own their own shit don't know no difference. Your property taxes go up, that means the rent gotta go up. It means to maintain some shit in my house or fake the roof this weekend and water, the rent gotta go up. But if you free rent for a year or two, however long this social project supposed to be, that means your upkeep and what you're renting won't be fixed. The repairs won't get done on time. The owners or the landlord won't be able to keep up with the property taxes. Did all the taxes in the year. It's not gonna look good for anybody. So in the wintertime, when it's cold, heat can go out. The landlord can be like, hey, I can't fix it. I don't have enough money to pay. Yeah, people chat with this shit, never own shit, and most of them are just parasites to the system. And this is the problem we have with breaking up single people living on their own. This is why they did this. We are social beings, social people or beings. Women should not been too many single women or single mothers out here. Where's the family? Too many people living on their own by themselves. Where's the family in actual communities? That's the problem. Broken home here, broken home there. No real family structure. One home. We got 2 or 3 homes here. Like I said, motherfucker, too many single women or single people living by themselves. They can't afford it. They got to live back home. They don't have real family structure, real community structure, real meaning of a life of any, real meaning of property or anything. A value. No value can pass down to the kids because kids raising kids got nothing. Single mother, getting all child support. And she's saving the money, anything for the kids that child? No, she's not doing shit. She's spending every penny she got. When the kid turn 18, I got nothing for you. Damn, mom, you kidding? 18 years, you got nothing for me? Nope, fuck out. I can't get the money from you anymore. Get out. We'll learn the hard way, man. You people who voted for this, like I said, you're a landlord, you own rent in New York, I advise you, get your F out. Cut bait, leave New York, leave city to state, whatever, man. It's gonna be ugly, man. We got wars going on. We got socialists here in America, Democratic Party, of course, everybody, they love it and shit. Nobody's gonna question shit. We got our president, government, compromise and shit. I don't see any light in the tunnel. This is as sad as it gets. This is truly as sad as it gets. This is ALC.
any robust year for Democrats, I believe you're going to see an expansion of a party and a deepening of our commitment. And so I actually think that these results are a very good sign for November.
Yep. Democrats, well, they want socialism. Well, socialism has been here. Well, we have been at socialism. Now it's full on communism now. But socialism already, we pay taxes on taxes, our money paid on taxes. We pay this tax on tax, our money that been taxes, tax. We are taxed out of resistance here. The socialist light has already been here in America. We have no freedom. We have no liberty. The government can do whatever the hell they want. No answer to people. We got daily data centers popping up everywhere. We got front cameras everywhere. Taking your picture, taking your picture of you driving around your license and everywhere you go and shit, tracking you and shit. I mean, we already have no freedom. We have no liberties here. So social already been. Now it's gonna be full on communists. And the young people they're champion it. They want anything opposite of what the baby boom, the older generation that's already fucked their system up and livelihood up. They want the complete opposite, which is communist. They want to the screen of the Democratic Party. The Republican Party the GOP is worthless. Their so-called conservative haven't conserved shit in fucking 50 years. They haven't conserved nothing. The GOP, Republicans are basically worthless, sorry-ass people that get paid to lose. When they get power like they have now, have the White House, they have the House of Senate, they don't do shit or champion wars and the death and destruction with the military industrial complex. The Democrats, they do something, but they fight for change. They fight for the ABT community. They fight for the blacks, the color. They fight for the immigrants. They want socialism. They want this. They want you to pay for everything while they get rich and fat while you have nothing. So both parties are worth it. American people, boy, I don't know where we go from here, but this ain't cheap. This ain't cheap. This is not it. George Soros, $103 million. This old bastard here, how he even allowed to still fund campaigns and fund the destruction of America. This Jew bastard here, old evil man here, even still allowed legally to do what he's been doing to this country for the last whatever long he's been alive. It's criminal, but nobody's checked him. Everybody takes some money from him. I don't get it. Let's go back to
America. I want to know what Haitians built this country. Now I have sympathy for Haitians that are law-abiding citizens and right. I want deportations, y'all. Listen, our country is full. We full. We are full. There ain't enough jobs. We need more jobs. We need our rent to go down. I am sorry as a Christian. I'm sorry, but I want to say one thing. Y'all don't help y'all case as Haitians or any other race when y'all come over here and act entitled. It pisses and it makes Americans very upset. When you come to our country and you act like Mendamis and these people, you act entitled to America's wealth. You act entitled to the country that we built. African Americans, white Europeans, right? These are the people that built this country, not Haitians, not Mexicans, not Chinese people. Y'all are blessed to come over here and receive of what we built. We built this country, not y'all. And temporary status means temporary. That's the problem. We have all these people that say they're asylum seekers, but they never want to go back. That's why I'm against the asylum unless it's real devastating. Because everybody are going to say, well, we're going back to worse conditions. Of course. There is no place better than America. So, of course, you're going back to worse conditions. But you knew that you were temporary when you came here. Now they mad and angry like they're being done an injustice when they've been on temporary statuses for 10 years, 5 years.
15, 20 years.
Home. No, you were on temporary status. You didn't build this country. We closed. America is closed for business.
Gotta go back, no feel sorry for it, especially when you feel entitled or think somebody owe you something. No, get yourself out. I have done with the bullshit. We got another team takeover in Myrtle Beach. Animals acting like animals. The niggas community, y'all just can't help yourself, can you? Gotta act like animals, man. That's the man. Basically what I got. We got war. Got destruction, got social communists, got niggas being niggas, immigrants entitled, feeling some type of way. I don't know more I can do. But that's all I got on this Saturday edition of the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot podcast, guys. Bullshit on bullshit. I'm just tired of it all. Something's got to give, but we're not going to make it. That's all I got, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, guys, because the truth be